What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ugo Strange one more time with a review of The Cabin in the Woods. Now you're probably saying to yourself, Ugo, the movie doesn't come out until April 13th. Sure, there were some premieres, but I didn't go to any of them. So how in the hell am I going to review a movie that I haven't seen yet and isn't out to the general public? Well, that's right. I read the screenplay. So after reading the screenplay, I figured I'm going to do a review of the movie. Now, for those of you who don't know, let me make this clear to everybody.
I do not like Joss Whedon's work at all.
So I figured this review would probably be the most impartial review, that I'm not coming into this as some googly-eyed fanboy. I'm coming into this with the intentions that this is going to be absolute crap. However, in the many interviews with Joss Whedon about this movie, he said that it was going to be the horror movie to end all horror movies. That, and considering the release of this movie and the fact that it's been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and it's finally coming out, this movie has been a long time in the making. And it's my job as an impartial reviewer to tell you all what I think about it. So, what do I think about Cabin in the Woods? By the way, this review will contain a multitude of spoilers, so be aware. Okay, so Cabin in the Woods tells the story of 5 college students who go to the aforementioned Cabin in the Woods. Now, for everybody who thinks this is going to be a quote-unquote Evil Dead remake, you guys are so wrong you don't even realize just how wrong you are. Cabin in the Woods, ooh. Cabin in the Woods, yeah. We're 5 college students on our way to... Not sure if I can sing that song because of copyright infringement. What happens is this. The cabin is ran by this organization of people who, you know, I'm not exactly sure how to word this. They influence events and groups of people to go to the cabin through use of, well, chemical induction. They make the one particular character, they reduce her cognitive functions through chemicals in her hair dye, because she dyes her hair blonde, and, you know, she is the dumb blonde. Jelly beans. Essentially, this movie is providing us reasons for the horror cliches to begin with. Where you have the stock characters, the virgin, the stoner, the jock, the sacrificial boyfriend, and the dumb blonde. But once again, there's a major twist here. The twist is that these characters do think rationally about the situations that they're in. However, the organization that's controlling the cabin changes that, again, through chemical influences and whatnot. Now, the main goal of the movie is this. There are apparently these gods that exist in this universe. And these gods require sacrifices. These sacrifices are made through the college students who go to the cabin in the woods. Once they arrive at the cabin, they make a series of choices that will ultimately result in their deaths. Also, there are monsters in this movie, and all the monsters are real. I'm assuming they were created by the gods, but whatever. All the monsters are real, and based on the choices the college students make, that will correspond to what monster kills them. So, in the movie they come across several items. For example purposes, I'm going to use an item here. So, when the cellar door opens in the cabin, it's their choice to go down there, and it's their choice to pick one of the items. Now, say for instance, and I'm not saying this is in the script, but one of the items is a railroad spike like this. That will correspond to another monster. While if they pick another item, say some bullets, that will correspond to another monster. Now keep in mind, these college students don't know what's going on, and they are under the impression that the cabin is owned by the cousin of one of their friends. Again, it's not. It's chemical induction. So, at the end of the movie, all of these characters, the jock, the boyfriend, the dumb blonde, and the stoner, have to die in order for the sacrifices to be made in order to appease these gods. If these sacrifices are not made, these gods will be very angry and they will pretty much ruin the earth. Which is what happens at the end of the movie. Oh! Spoilers! Yeah! So, the death of the virgin is optional, again, like in all horror movies where the virgin may die or may not die depending on what happens. In this movie she dies, which again, pisses off the gods. More spoiler. Now, what do I think of the movie in general? After reading the script, I was truly flabbergasted at just how good it was. I am greatly looking forward to this movie, and again, I hate saying that because I don't like Joss Whedon. I really don't like any of his work. Buffy, Angel, Firefly, none of them. Yes, I just hit it on Firefly. That's how gangster I am. So no, this movie, bravo. There really is nothing bad I can say about it at all. Nothing. This is perfect. I really do like this movie. I like the idea behind it. I like the execution of it. I even like the writing, and that's insane because I can't stand Joss Whedon's writing. This movie is going to be something very special, and you know, it's just, there's nothing bad I can say about it. And that pisses me off because, again, I don't like Joss Whedon. So anyway, when I do see the movie, I will give you all a comprehensive review when the actual movie comes out and when I do go see it. But until then, you're just going to have to deal with this spoiler-ridden review. And if you watch it, well then I will have spoilers in the title. So if you get the movie spoiled, that's really on you. That'll do it for me, and I am out of here. Peace.